warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran bin Abdul Muttalib. My metric number is 26000023 and I am from tutorial class FB3. So the topic that I'm gonna present today is topic 4, which is system security, malware and data confidentiality. So first one is, what is a malware? Malware is a program or code built to damage, disrupt or steal from a computer, phone or network. So basically it's like a virus that go into human body, but this time it's go to computer and can cause severe damage to your devices. So what is the 7 type of malware? There is 7 type of malware, which is virus, worm, trojan, spyware, adware, ransomware and fileless. So how was it operates? Virus will attaching itself to a clean file, copying itself and spreading when the file is open. Worm. A computer worm operates by using a 4-step cycle, which is infiltration, self-replication, propagation, and payload delivery. And Trojan will disguising malicious code as safe is full software. Spyware will operate by stealthily installing itself, running hidden in the background, and quietly collecting private user data. It infects a system, tracks user actions, and sends the stolen information to a remote attacker. Adware silently entering a device, tracking user data and flooding screens with unwanted promotional content to generate money for its creators. While ransomware is a malicious software that infects computer, lacks of encrypts your and demands payment to rest access. And fileless, it runs directly into a computer volatile memory, RAM, or system registry instead of saving executable files to the hard drive. So the danger level, as you can see here, for virus is high, worm is high, trojan very high, spyware high, adware medium, ransomware critical, and fileless is critical. So how to recognize an active infection? So first, you can see from your CPU or memory where it will become suddenly extreme slowdown, frequent freezing, or fans running at maximum speed due to unknown background process. The second one is network. It will massive spikes in internet activity and data usage even when you aren't actively download anything. And browser, you can see when there is an unexplained redirects to a strange unwanted websites and an influx of randomly pop-up ads. And finally, you can see from your storage where there is a file mysteriously disappearing, changing names or locking up. So in a real world scenario is where when you buy a textbook from an online platform and suddenly this kind of message appears, like you can see in that picture. There is like a message from Zalora or Shopee that you need to press that link. So the threat is, this is a social engineering. Hackers will use a fake scenario to trick you into clicking a malicious link that will install malware or steal login credentials. So what you need to do is, you do not click. Instead, you open the official e-commerce app and directly to check your order status. Next. So what type of system security that we have for the computer? The first one is confidentiality, where it's building the secret vault for your data. So the concept is to ensure that sensitive information in the system is protected, so absolutely no one can read, access, or edit it. So what type of people or who is trying to break your vault? First one is hackers. Second one is masqueraders. Third is inside threats. Fourth is human error. And 5 is unsecured lines. So these people will try to get into your confidentiality to read your private thing in your files. Next is, what is a type of confidentiality model? The first one we have is the Per-Lapadula model. So there is two rules for this model, which is the first one is no read up, and the second one is no write down. The second types of confidential multi-model is the access control model. So there is a grant access based on three factors. So the first factors is subjects, who want the access. Second is objects, what data do they want, and three is operations, what do they want. Do they want to read, write, or delete it? So the five layers of confidentiality is, first is disk or file confidentiality. Second is network confidentiality. Third is application confidentiality. Fifth is data confidentiality, and five is end-to-end confidentiality. So the second system security that we have is cryptography. So what is a cryptography? Well, it is a science and practice of hiding information using codes and math, so only the correct person can read it. It turns normal readable text, plain text, into a scrambled, hidden format, cheap text through encryption, and change it back through decryption. So there is two. So basically, there is two things that important in cryptography, which is encryption and decryption. So you can see the picture below. There is a confidentiality, authentication, integrity, and non-repudiation. So we learn about the cryptography, right? So first one is we have locking the data, symmetric and asymmetric. So what is an symmetric encryption? Symmetric encryption is or known as the single key work when it use one single key to encrypt and decrypt data. So the pros is it fast, but the cons is it be sharing the key over internet, which is risky, and mostly it used for Wi-Fi encryption. So the second one is asymmetric encryption, or known as the public mailbox. So how it works? It uses two different keys. The public key encrypts and the private key decrypts. So the pros is it's highly secure for internet communication without sharing secret keys. Yeah, so there is no cons because it good. So mostly used for WhatsApp. The WhatsApp HTTP. So and the final one is hashing. So what is hashing? Hashing is the process of turning any input data like a word, number, or file into a short fixed length code called a hash value. It uses a mathematical formula known as hash function. Key properties include that it is one-way process and it cannot be reversed to find the original data, and produces the same code for the same input. So like for the example here, when we type a secret 123, it will change into XYZ, and yes, you can see there. And the thing is here, you cannot reverse it. So the XYZ one cannot be turned into the secret 123 back. So it is a one-way process. So that's all from me. So it is our responsibility uh to keep safe of our computer from malware to infected it. So yeah, assalamualaikum.